Hello everybody, yo me llamo Mika and bienvenidos to my channel. So the way I found out about this is I was scrolling through Instagram and a video, something like this, appeared on my screen.
I'm in the wrong body, okay? I'm a boy!
Hey,
Don't believe me.
I do believe you.
You don't.
Yeah, I do.
Don't.
So at first I was like kind of weirded out because I was like, people are identifying as fictional characters now? What? Then on YouTube videos began to pop up about this again. And I just wanted the hashtag. I was like, why don't I just try and find out what this thing is about? And I got curious about it, and I have gathered information. Fandom.com, Reddit, and YouTube. Now, I am not a fictionkin, first things first. So if you're a fictionkin and I got something wrong, tell me in the comments, please. I only partake in the furry fandom. I'm not a Therian. I'm not another kin. I'm not an alter human. I'm not a Kemonomimi. I'm not in the ESSA community. I'm not a fictionkin. I'm a part of the furry community, and that's it. Let's get into the video. Let's begin with the basis. What is fictionkin? What is this new alter human thing I haven't heard about yet? Well, fictionkin, also known as otakunin or mediakin, are people who identify as fictional stuff, fictional characters. It can even be OCs, they're fictional, and background characters, they're fictional as well. Fiction can identify as a fictional character or species rather than with them, okay? And see themselves actually being them on some level, whether it's spiritual, psychologically, or physically. Now let's get into some basic definitions. What is source? What do we mean by source? Well, source is where your kin is from. For example, if I kin Squidward, then my source would be SpongeBob SquarePants, the name of the series, okay? What are source mates? These are people with kins from the same media. For example, if I kin Squidward and you kin Patrick, we are source mates because our source is SpongeBob SquarePants. Keyforming is confirming that your kin is a character, is just a fancy word this fandom uses. Kin dating, which is dating people from the same source, okay? They don't have to be in the same timeline, it's not necessary. It's basically, for example, I can Ladybug and you can Cat Noir from Miraculous Ladybug, and we decide to date with each other because we can those characters. I personally find this very cute, and I just saw a video of these two people who dated because they can characters from the same media, and I just found it very cute personally. ID is identified stereotype. This is like your main fiction kin, and you're like, I am 100% this character. It is the strongest identity, but obviously you can still separate the character from yourself, okay? Now I'm gonna go with a term which is IRL. You probably know it's an abbreviation of the word in real life, but I'm gonna just explain what it means for the fiction kin community. IRL means it's like I am literally this character, okay? It's like not like ID, like identified fiction type. This is IRL. People who are IRL, they literally think they're that character, okay? Whether it's physically, whether it is mentally, whether it is spiritually. They are literally that character. And IRLs have been associated with DA, which is delusional attachment, as well as psychosis, because these people literally think they're that character. I'm gonna leave you guys on screen a comment of a Reddit user that just speaks about this better, so you can just pause on the video. Some people use the terms IRL and fictionkin interchangeably. And then last but not least, we have doubles. Doubles are people who can the same character as you. A lot of people, if for example, let's say I can Squidward and you can Squidward, a lot of people, for example me, would say that I don't want other Squidwards to interact with me because I'm the real Squidward, but I will get into that later. Another thing I think I should address is the kin for fun thing, which is also controversial, because you're basically kinning a character for fun, and obviously you can kin a character for fun, but don't say you're a fiction kin, because like fiction kins are like more deep feeling. Or in the fiction kin community are against that and say it is disrespectful. I'm gonna leave you guys a little comment I saw of a person regarding this, so you can read it peacefully and tell me in the comments what you think about it. Okay, now I will try to explain to the best of my ability the multiverse plus reincarnation thing that is going on here. These people basically think, since there are multiple universes, there are infinite possibilities of infinite characters. Okay? Anything that's fictional here could be real in another universe. For example, I'm a human in this planet Earth. I'm a human. Pardon, Mika, but I'm a human. But in another universe, where SpongeBob SquarePants is actually reality, then I'm also Squidward. You understand what I'm trying to say here? Then in another universe, where Miraculous Ladybug is the reality and it's not a fictional series, I am Ladybug. Okay? And in some way, shape, or form, it is connected with me. That's why I feel that connection. Okay? And the reincarnation thing is basically, in the Squidward universe, I used to exist. It was a reality. I was Squidward, but then I died, and now I'm reincarnated here as a human in planet Earth, in this universe. And then there are people, I don't know how, they know that in their next life they're gonna be a character. For example, I somehow know that in my next life, once I die right here, right now, I will be reincarnated into Miraculous Ladybug as Ladybug. And I don't know how people know that. Like, if any of you know anything about it, please tell me in the comments. How does one know their next life, like what it's gonna be? Is that possible? I don't know. This whole thing, I'm pretty sure some of you as well, you probably click on this being like, what's even a fiction? You have no idea. This does seem kind of alien.
Isn't it amazing? Yeah, I just gotta be honest, I don't know what the big deal is. Get out. First of all, I am Vegeta. Second of all, you're not Vegeta. Third of all, you wanna be Vegeta, but you can't be Vegeta because I'm Vegeta.
Now, this does come up like kind of mean at first, right? Because a lot of us will associate it with like therianthropy. Probably thinking, but I am a cat therian, and that doesn't mean I am the only cat therian in this world. It's like me saying, that since I'm a Catherian, you can be a Catherian. Because I'm the only Catherian in this whole wild planet Earth. I do have a lot of questions to this because if, for example, I can a Spider-Man from one comic, but then you can Spider-Man from an animated series that has nothing to do with the comic, will we then be getting the same Spider-Man? Because the Spider-Mans are like different in a way. So would that be a double or would it not be a double? I can Squidward and you can Squidward. I think you're a doppelganger, you're a fake, because I am the real Squidward and you're not the real Squidward. Henceforth, like there's this like sense of jealousy and like how to say this, like I know you're a fake but I just don't know how to prove it. People just basically state in their bios, do not interact if you're a double. What does this mean? Just summarizing, if I'm Squidward and you're Squidward, don't interact with me because I don't want doubles, because I am real and you're a fake. Okay, that's it. And then a lot of people are against people of the same source interacting. What does this mean? Well, for example, I can Blitzo and you can, let's say, a character from Hell of a Bus, whatever character. Well, since I have stated that I don't want anyone from the same source interacting with me for whatever reason, maybe you dislike the creator, you dislike the universe, you dislike all of the characters, you don't want them to interact with you because they make you uncomfortable in some way, shape, or form. I'll just show you some ways I have found for you to respond to doubles if you see one and they make you uncomfortable, okay? You don't want them to interact. First things first, you should always state in your bio that you don't want this character or people from this source or characters from this source to interact with you. Just state it in the bio so that people can click on it and like see. Because it's one of the first things people are interested in seeing once they have come up to your account. Then, if they comment and you see they're the double or the character you don't want to interact with you, respond, go to their account and message them, whether privately or one of the videos, or if they have commented on your video, then respond to that comment. Say, hey, I don't want you interacting with me because it makes me uncomfortable. And if they just keep on commenting, then just blocking it is the easiest thing. You don't have to. It's like the easiest thing you can do, block them. Third thing you can do is just putting your device down and just calm yourself down and probably go outside, touch some grass and come back, and then once you have calmed down, go back on the internet. Fourth thing, writing about them. It's like a diary or a journal, what you feel, okay, so that you can channel that feeling outward through the art of writing. Fifth and final thing you can do is talking with others. Okay, you can talk to a trusted guardian, your friends, or your psychologist if they know about it. I think it's about time I address the elephant in the room right now. Mika, how do I know if I am a fictionkin? Well, here's the answer. And it is that there's not an answer. I cannot give you an answer. First of all, because I'm not a fictionkin, as I have said. Second of all, every experience is personal and different. I know how it's like asking, how do I know if I'm a Therian? Like, it's not like, for example, nobody can like answer that unless like a psychologist can actually somehow tell you that, yeah, you're a fictionkin. I don't even know if they can do that. Going to like quizzes or something like that, they can help you, they can give you an idea. But they're just like quizzes, they don't know you personally, obviously. identity is fluid. It changes over time. Just know that it is perfectly fine for you not to be a fictionkin. Obviously, it is perfectly fine for you not to be Ethereum. It's perfectly fine for you to be one or to be Ethereum as well. There are also polykins, multiple characters, so that's like more complex, I guess. Bueno, mi gente, that's everything for today. At the time of recording this, it is the 31st of December, so it's almost going to be New Year, and I'm over here recording a video like a loser. But oh well, I couldn't record it any other time, so I decided to record it today. And yeah, as I mentioned, all of the people that all of the creators that have appeared on this video, please check them out. You can also ask them questions since they're fictionkin. I encourage you to check them out on YouTube. They're amazing. Probably they can't give you answers, or probably they're not okay with you asking stuff. So I'll always check out their bio, like just asking, hey, can I ask you something about fiction? Cans. I know I said this in the last video, but I wish you all an amazing New Year. I hope this year receives you well, and I hope it's better than the last one. And yeah, this was Mika. Adios!